So we want to look at a few examples of how many significant figures are in the number you see here. So we've just given you about 12 examples, and we'll run through them very quickly. First of all, this number has 4 significant figures. Why? Because all the 1 through 9 digits are significant, and the 0 on the right-hand end is significant when the decimal is shown. 4 significant figures in this number. This number, 3 significant figures. Why? Because the 1 through 9 numbers are significant. There's 3 and the 4. And the 0 in between is significant always. The 2 zeros to the left hand end are not significant. They're only considered placeholders, even though there's a decimal shown. Part C, in this number, all the zeros to the left are not significant, but all the zeros other than that are significant. There are 4 significant figures here. This 0 on the right-hand end is considered significant because the decimal place is shown. The 0 in between the 5 and the 2 is also significant. In example D, 5,700. This only has 2 significant figures. Why? Because there's no decimal shown, therefore the 2 zeros are not significant, and the 1 through 9 numbers are always significant. Part E. This number has 7 significant figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry, this has 6 significant figures. And the reason is because all the 1 through 9s are significant. The 0 in between 1 through 9 numbers is significant. The zeros to the right-hand end are only significant if a decimal is shown. There's no decimal shown, so these 2 are not significant. And I can't count. Number F, letter F, whatever it is. It's almost time to quit. In this number, there are all significant figures. The zeros on the right-hand end are significant because there's a decimal place shown. The 0 in the middle of the 7 and the 2 is significant. And there's no zeros to the left-hand end, so all of these are significant, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. Part G. How many significant figures here? The answer is 4. The 0 in between the other numbers is significant. The 0 on the end is significant because there's a decimal place shown. Part H. How many of these are significant? 2. The answer is 2 because all these zeros to the left-hand end are merely considered placeholders. Even though there's a decimal, they are not on the right-hand end. Therefore, even though there's a decimal, they don't count as significant. Part I. The answer to this is there's 1 significant figure. It's the 3. All these other zeros are considered placeholders to help us locate where the decimal is supposed to be, but since the decimal is not shown, they're not considered significant. J. In this case, there is a decimal shown, so not only the 3, but all the zeros after it are also considered significant. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 significant figures here. K. In this one, the 3 is significant and the 1 is significant for sure, and all zeros in between non-zeros are also significant. So in this case, you can have 10 significant figures. L. In this case, you have the same as in K. You have the 3 and the 1 and all the zeros in between. You also have a decimal shown and a 0 after the decimal. So in this case, there are 11 significant figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So those are just a few examples of how to tell how many of the numbers that you're looking at are significant. In the next video, we will show how to have significant figures in your answer when working with numbers.